everybody. Today, as we mark the first day of October, it also marks the beginning of Housing America Month. And each year, those of us who are working in the affordable housing field and those of us who are passionate about expanding affordable housing, we try to take the opportunity not only to educate the community about the need for affordable housing, but we also try to create opportunities for activities such as this that expands affordable housing. It's been certainly so exciting to be at this point, to be breaking ground for the villas at Vinegar Hill and celebrating all that affordable housing provides in our community at the same time. I'd like to acknowledge, before I go further, any dignitaries that are present and to thank them for supporting, some of which are behind me, the Villas Project, and I would like for us to give them a round of applause for their support. I appreciate you all being here, and I know that the mayor has a packed schedule and he squeezed us in this morning, and for that I am very grateful. And I would like to take the time at this time to offer him the opportunity to make remarks first, and then we'll proceed with the rest of the program this morning. Mayor.
Thank you very much. If someone would ask me 20 years ago if I'd be standing here as mayor, I would have said no. I was back in my banking days and being involved with the community, especially low and moderate income areas, trying to develop those areas. So really today is a trifecta day for Jackie Newman and the Housing Authority. And I knew Jackie back in those days, and she's done a phenomenal job with the Housing Authority and moving that initiative forward. It gives me great pride, especially for today. Why it's a trifecta is it means jobs for our community. We're going to put people at work. It's a great public-private partnership. It also helps stabilize an area with regards to housing, and most importantly, it provides affordable housing to those that need it most. In this case, it's senior living. So we really appreciate the Housing Authority's efforts and the Board of Directors and everybody from the public that's helped with that. But I'm going to give some of my time up to my Economic Development Director because she's also been involved with community development, and that's Karen Davis. So I'll put her on the spot and ask her to come up and say a few words. So Karen?
Thank you, Mayor. As I look around at this barren land that we're getting ready to develop, I'm just thrilled, and I really want to applaud the partners, applaud the Housing Authority and their board, because this type of project, it takes a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. It's been a number of years. There's various funding sources, and in order to do affordable housing, it takes someone who can persevere, and we're very fortunate in Springfield to have a housing authority that's been very proactive as it relates to affordable housing and being able to house the citizens of Springfield. So I'm really excited and can't wait till we come back for the ribbon cutting and be able to tour the building. So again, thank you, Jackie and the Housing Authority and all of the partners that are involved.
Thank you, Mayor, and certainly thank you, Karen. Karen does a dual role because she also sits on the IDA board. So she was there as we were forging the partnership with IDA and the tax credits, and so we appreciate your support in both roles for supporting the Housing Authority in this endeavor. The Villas at Vinegar Hill is certainly a culmination of community efforts that started about 7 to 8 years ago, and we have worked for many years to try to chase a water problem that we had at Sankey, and had to do an assessment to determine whether or not it was more feasible to rehab what we had or to demolish and to begin anew. And once Hearst Roche, who is our architect and engineer, did the assessment, of course it was most economical and most feasible to demolish. And eventually the buildings did come down. It was a little awkward. But the buildings did come down, and it was on an October day, believe it or not, 2 years ago that that happened. At that time, though, the SHA was seeking funds to construct what will be the villas at Vinegar Hill, which is going to be 92 units of senior affordable housing. Again, as I said, designed by Hearst Roche. And in 2013, we found a willing partner, a willing local partner, through Illinois National Bank, and we were awarded affordable housing program funds through the Federal Home Loan Bank of Chicago. In 2014, the Housing Authority was awarded low-income housing tax credits through the Illinois Housing Development Authority. And the low-income housing tax credit award saw us partner with PNC Bank as our equity investor. And we are very appreciative for the local partnership and the local relationship that we have with PNC Bank. But now we have a long-term partnership investing in affordable housing for seniors in our community. While it has certainly been a whirlwind to get the building constructed ever since we first were awarded the tax credits and the Federal Home Loan Bank, it's so exciting to be at the point in which we are today. While financial partners are critical to the success of the villas and the construction of the villas, it would not be possible not only without our financial partners, but also our local partners. Alderman Corey Jobe and the Vinegar Hill Neighborhood Association, Judy will provide comments here shortly, have been with us every step of the way. They have been with us through the good times and through some of the dog days, if you will, of demolition. But we look forward to our continuing partnership and relationship with them. And I would like to take a moment to introduce some of our partners and to allow them an opportunity to speak. Alderman Jobe is not here today, but Judy from the villas at the Vinegar Hill Neighborhood Association is here. Hearst Roche is here. Jim, Brent, and Justin. Core Construction is here. PNC Bank is here. And IMB is here. So if the representatives from those areas, whoever will speak, would step forward, that would be great.
Good morning. I want to welcome the SHA to the Neighborhood Association. We've worked really hard to get the Sankey gone. It was in deplorable shape, and now as we move forward, we're looking forward to new businesses coming in, small businesses into our neighborhood to make ours a more invigorating neighborhood. I want to thank the Public Works for, as you can see around this site, they've gone through and they've already repaved all the roads, put all of that work in, so we're really looking forward to the villas, especially that when we have that grand tour of the place. Thank you.
My name is Jim Roth. I'm with Hearst Roche Engineers. And I'd just like to say that it was a real joy to work on this project. We worked very closely with the authority, and we really appreciate the opportunity to do so. Thank you very much.
Good morning and welcome. My name is Dan Long, and I'm Secretary of the Board of Directors of the Housing Authority. Tim Schweitzer, our chairman, couldn't be here today, and Donnie Anderson's the other member of the board. And it's been a long time coming. This project is very complex in terms of its funding, and I've signed lots of documents. I work for the state in my office on the 7th floor of the Stratton building. I remember when they were blowing up the building, and we sat there and we were watching, waiting for it to come down, and it took all day. It finally came down. But this project will have affordable senior housing by the end of the year. So it's going to move very quickly, and it couldn't have occurred without the tremendous effort of the staff. Jackie Newman has just done a yeoman's work. It's her vision and her efforts, and Melissa Huffstetler, the deputy director, they've worked tirelessly in pulling this all together. So it's a great day for the city of Springfield, and from the cooperation of not only the board and the staff, the mayor's office, it's a great project for the city. Thank you very much.
Before we turn a little dirt, I'd be remiss if I did not acknowledge, and I have in my remarks, the acknowledgement of our partners through the local union. We worked very diligently, and we're very proud of the partnership that we have with our local unions through the worksite stability agreement that we have with them. And we are looking forward, as has already been said, to have a great economic impact in this community. This construction is estimated at $11 million. And when you consider the demolition, the total project cost nears $20 million. That's a huge impact and influx into the local economy. And so I know we have some union representatives. If you would you like to have a word? Any? That are here, and so we are appreciative. We are appreciative of that.
Hi, my name's Paul Moore. I'm the president of the Central Illinois Building Trades, and it's a great opportunity for us to work with the Housing Authority and get this project done with local labor and union labor. Thank you so much.
Okay. Before we get ready to do the ceremonial turning of the dirt, I'd also like to acknowledge finally the SHA staff who has worked tirelessly and extremely hard to make this vision come to reality. Joe is our director of construction. Jennifer is somewhere. She's our contract administrator. Randy, who has made sure things have happened. Michelle Sargent and her finance team, I know they're around here somewhere. Brenda, my executive assistant, and really the entire team at SHA. We can cast the vision, but if the staff doesn't embrace the vision, it can just simply be a nightmare. And so I'm glad that staff have certainly embraced the vision. And I call her my press secretary, and she always conveniently leaves herself out. Melissa Huffstetler, our deputy director, who works tirelessly to make things happen. And I dream it, and she makes it happen. And so for that, I'm very grateful. I'm also grateful for our board. Thank you for being here. And thank you for the support that they give in approving what needs to be approved to make things like this happen. Again, we're going to turn some dirt, get this party started, and I appreciate everybody being here. And usually developments like this only happen, I said it when we broke ground at Genesis Place, every 7 to 10 years, and I am fortunate and grateful. I've been executive director for 10 years this year, and this is the second major project under my leadership, and for that I'm very humbled, but I'm also very grateful. But I also try to live by the motto that to whom much is given, much is required. And I have been given much, so I try to make sure that I give back much. So thank you so much, and for whoever's going to come and turn dirt, let's get started. Thank you so much.
All right, you ready? 3, 2, 1, go! Does that work?
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Enjoy the